Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Peace be upon you all. Good morning to you all, ladies and gentlemen. Let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Farhan Alif Naufal. I'm a student in UPY. I'm glad to be here today. I'd like to present tip and tutorial entitled Figure Presentation 21 Quick Tips. Did you know that presentation? I've read somewhere the other day on the site. Presentation is an activity of speaking in front of large audience or a form of communication. Presentation is an activity to submit a topic, opinion, or information to others. I have divided my talk into four parts. The first point my talk is background of the topic. My second point is preparation before presentation. The next point is what we do during the presentation. The last point is conclusion. Firstly, we are currently in the online learning phase. Many tasks given. One of them is a presentation assignment. We often use PowerPoint to make it and that make us use it often. Are you drowning in a PowerPoint swamp? Use this easy trick to make your presentation more compelling and persuasive. Most business presentations rank from incredibly boring to, well, just plain boring. I'm sure you have a few offenders within your own team. It doesn't have to be this way. Though here are 21 ways to make certain that your presentation holds your audience interest and help them make the decision you want them to make. Secondly, before our presentation, these are some preparation that need to be prepared. Firstly, build a story. Presentations are boring when they present scattered of information without any context or meaning. Instead, tell a story with the audience as the main character, and especially the heroes. The next point is keep it relevant. It is important. Audience only pay attention to stories and ideas that are immediately relevant. Consider what the decision you want them to make, then build an appropriate case. The next point is cut your intro. A verbose introduction that describes you, your fame, your topic, how you got there, only bores people. Keep your intro down to a sentence or two, even for a long presentation. The next point is begin with an eye opener. Kick off your talk by revealing a shocking fact, a surprising insight, or a unique perspective that naturally lead into your message and decision you want made. The next point is keep it short and sweet. When was the last time you heard someone complain that a presentation too short? Make it half as long as you originally thought it should be, or even shorter. The next point is use fact, not generalities. Fuzzy concepts reflect fuzzy things. Better, but trust your argument, story, and message with facts that are quantifiable, variable, memorable, and dramatic. The next point is customized for every audience. One size fits all. Presentations are like one size fits all. Clothes, they never fit right and usually make you look bad. Every audience is different. Your presentation should be too. The next point is simplify your graphic. People shut off their brain when confronted with complicated drawing and table. Use very simple graphic and highlight the data points that are important. The next point is keep background in the background. Fancy slide background only make it more difficult for the audience to focus on what important. Use a simple single color neutral color background. The next point, use readable font. Don't try to give your audience to get a strange headache by using tiny font. Use large font in simple face like Arial. Avoid boldface, italic, and all caps. Don't get too fancy. You want your audience to remember your message, not how many special effects and visual gimmick you use in almost all cases. The simpler that better. Let me turn in the third part. It is presentation. First, check your equipment in advance. If you must use PowerPoint or plan on showing video or something, check to make sure that the setup really works. Then check it again there one more time. The next point is speak to the audience. Great public speakers keep their focus on the audience, not their slide or their notes. Focusing on the audience encourages them to focus on your slide and your message. The next point is never read from slide. Just wait. Your audience can read. You are reading from the slide. You're not just being boring, you're also insulting the intelligence of everyone in the room. The next point is don't skip around. Nothing makes you look more disorganized than skipping over slide, backtracking to previous slide, or showing slides that don't really belong. If there are slides that don't fit, cut them out of the presentation in advance. The next point is leave humor to the professional. Unless you're really good at telling jokes, don't try to be a comedian. Remember, when it is combustionist presentation, polite louder is the key of that. The next point is avoid obvious wormhole. Everyone audience has hot button that command immediate attention and cause every other discussion to grind to a halt. Learn what they are and avoid them. The next point is skip the jargon. Business buzzword make you sound like you're either pompous, crazy, or speaking in the tongues. Cut them out both from your slide and from the vocabulary. The next point is make it timely. Schedule presentation for a time when the audience can give you proper attention avoid end of day, just before lunch and day before a holiday. The next point is prepare some question. If you're going to have a Q&A at the end of your presentation, be prepared to get the ball rolling by have up a question or two up your sleeve. The last point is have a separate handout. If the data that you want the audience to have, put it into a separate document for distribute after your talk. Don't use your slide deck as a data repository. Okay, that's bring me to the end of my presentation. To conclude, I like to say, make your presentation as interesting and creative and possible, so that people don't get bored. Thank you for listening attentively. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you all.